Niji and Kajata. I think that would be easier than you go for this solarization that you're talking about.
Okay, thank you. That is noted, and we'll see the possibility in doing that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you mentioned feasibility studies for this particular project as well. Now, I want to confirm whether you have a comprehensive feasibility studies for the electricity needs for rural areas, or every project attract its own feasibility studies. Thank you very much.
Honorable Member for Banjul Central.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the member, yes, I'm asking the question on his behalf. Can I go ahead?
The Speaker should be informed before the question is put. And honorable members, if you are not in session with permission, we will understand it. But if you don't come to sessions without permission and you want your question to be asked on your behalf, I don't think we will entertain that. If you want your question to be asked, come to sessions. If you have an excuse, you should be given permission. Then if you are permitted to go, then your question can be asked by somebody. But you sit in the house, no permission, you just ask, you don't want us to listen to your question. Anyway, take note. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the member for Banjul Central, Honorable Speaker, the condemnation of the Banjul water tank at Lancaster is costing the people of Banjul serious and unimaginable difficulties with frequent water shortages over the years. Could the Honorable Minister for Petroleum and Energy give a brief status of the tank and what alternatives there are to provide a functional tank for the city?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Speaker, the Banjul tank, just like any engineering structure, has a useful and safe operation lifespan, which has elapsed, thus necessitating its dismantling. However, a replacement is being executed under the World Bank project, and the construction work of a new 750 cubic meter capacity elevated tank is well progressing. Going by the updated work plan of the contractor, the works are expected to be completed by April 2025, and the tank to be commissioned in May 2025.
Question number 364 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Bundunga Kunda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, with your permission, I want to withdraw this question because already the problem has been solved, and we thank NAWEC through you for the job well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Bundunga Kunda. Question number 365 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Combo East.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Petroleum and Energy update this August Assembly on the backfilling status of the quarries in the villages of Bullock, Sotokoi, Pirang, and Mandinaba?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Speaker, the ongoing backfilling of all quarries, including Pirang, Mandinaba, and Sotokoi, are part of the department's strategy to rehabilitate and restore the land. It is important to inform this August Assembly that these quarries were inherited from road construction companies. The Geological Department took responsibility to rehabilitate the old quarries in Pirang, Mandinaba, and Sotokoi as part of its new licensing process. Going forward, all licensed operators are responsible for the rehabilitation as part of the license condition. This also includes a bond which could be used by the Geological Department if the operator did not rehabilitate. The quarry at the entrance of Sotokoi village for the past years has been extensively worked on by leveling the slopes, backfilling, and ground leveling. A good percentage of the degraded land at Sotokoi Old Quarry has now been restored and readily available for other economic use.
Honorable member, if you have a supplementary, just rise.
Honorable Speaker, I'm done.
Thank you very much. Let me thank the Honorable Minister for Petroleum and Energy on your behalf for ably responding to questions posed by honorable members. Honorable Minister, thank you very much. Clerk, may we proceed?
Questions for oral answers. Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources.
Thank you very much. May I now invite the Honorable Minister for Water Resources, Fisheries and Water Resources to take the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources by honorable members for oral reply. Question number 445 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Latrikunda Sabiji.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, can you inform us the status of the borehole projects under your ministry? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I must admit that we provided answer for just one project, and the question is projects. And we just realize it here, but I'll be able to provide the update on the second component of the question. For the first one, Honorable Speaker, the CSRW WAS project would provide solar-powered water supply system to all the regions in the country. Currently, 22 aluminum tanks were installed out of 55, and pipeline completed in 46 sites. Works are expected to be completed by mid-January 2025, and the systems are planned to be commissioned in February 2025. On the second component, that is the GLF, 15 sites have been identified, procurement process have been completed, drilling completed, pipeline completed, and as a result of the heavy rains during the rainy season, we could not proceed, but as I speak to you, the contractor has mobilized his team yesterday, and from yesterday, the installations of the tanks and the pumps will be completed by end of this month. The West Coast and LRR systems will be in place and they'll be ready for use, and then they will proceed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Maybe I didn't get your statement properly. Do you say you have two projects, one funded by the donors or the other funded by GLF, or is the part of the donors where there is GLF counterpart funding, please? I want to get clear on that.
And the one is provided by donors, that's African Development Bank. That's the first answer I gave. The second answer is to the amount provided by the National Assembly in the national budget to drill boreholes throughout the country.
Okay, thank you very much. Borehole drilling in the provinces attracts a lot of issues. Can you inform the National Assembly the expected water quality parameters of these boreholes?
It's not your system, not me. It's on. The water quality have been tested and have been proven to be quality for human consumption. That's the only answer I can give. They have been tested and through the laboratory, and they have been proven to be good quality for human consumption.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, what are some of the challenges that you are facing as far as the implementation of GLF is concerned? Because I remember these are projects that are long overdue now. So what are some of the challenges that you feel is hindering the implementation?
Implementation on which of the components? I cannot just give it. I have just said procurement is part of a process that we have to go through. And then because of the weather conditions during the heavy rains, the contractor had to halt his implementation just to be able to go after when the road conditions are better and accessible. These are some of the concerns that we had.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you've made mention about the CSRW project. And this CSRW project, is it a donor funded or is it GLF? Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member for Lower Badibu.
Is there any village or villages in Lower Badibu that benefited from the said borehole drilling project? Thank you.
Which of the borehole drillings?
Undertaken by the government.
The GLF, no, there is no village that is benefiting from the GLF component.
Honorable Member, sometimes you can dribble. You have a very good goalkeeper. Honorable Member for Brikama South.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, the ADB project, where you mentioned about the 22 tanks that are already available out of 55. I just want to inquire whether Medina and Kitty ADB water project is part of this.
It is not, because that's a peri-urban area, and that is not part of our the program supplying rural services, rural Gambia.
Question number 446 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Ilyasa.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I was clearly informed that the installation of these boreholes in my constituency has just commenced. So I want to humbly withdraw this question. Thank you.
Question number 447 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Lower Nyomi.
Honorable Speaker, for the past 2 years, I have been crying for clean drinking water for the village of Jinak in Lower Nyomi constituency. As they do buy water for their daily consumption, could the Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources inform this August Assembly what is his ministry's plan to supply this said village with clean drinking water?
Mr. Speaker, because of the location of Jinak in Lower Nyomi, it will be difficult, if not impossible, to drill a borehole in Jinak. Hence, I would request the Honorable Member to approach NAWEC and see the possibility of extending water supply from Bara to Jinak.
Thank you very much. I will consult NAWEC. Thank you for that answer.
Honorable Member for Central Badibu.
Honorable Minister, I don't think it's difficult to have a borehole in Jinak because trial and there are boreholes, though the water is not as other places, but it's clean and it's drinkable. The President promised the people of Jinak 2018 at SL meeting, and these people, they drink with frogs and fish from the same well. It's not hygiene. I think the ministry should have a way out. Even it's not as sweet as people of Nyomi, SL, but let the water be clean. It's possible.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I will try to give an answer, but I'm not clear about the supplementary question. We have test drill in the past so many times in Jinak, but the water quality, after being tested, it was not suitable for human consumption. And therefore, the department, they go strictly to the results of the laboratory test, rather than what we just feel it is safe for human consumption. Thank you.
I don't even know whether there is empirical evidence from the Honorable Member for Central Badibu. Scientific evidence. Scientific evidence. Meaning to prove that the water is good, is going to be clean. Honorable, people are using wells and other things that are not clean. Most places. Scientifically tested by the Honorable Minister has responded that they have tried it and found that the water is not drinkable. When you cannot produce your own evidence. No, you bring the evidence. Okay. Honorable Member for Sani Mentre.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you've made mention about the water being tested. Is there any option that you can do? Because since this had affected the life and livelihood of people with regards to water. Thank you.
I did not get us. Is there what?
Any option, I mean. Yes.
From Damek.
I think that was answered in his question. That the alternative is for NAWEC, for them to contact NAWEC to provide pipe-borne water to Jinak. Question number 448 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Bate.
Here. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I am here. I am on my seat. Honorable Speaker, don't mind them. They are distracting you. I am on my seat. And I was here ever since. Can I move on now, Honorable Speaker? Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Fisheries, Water Resources tell this August Assembly how many water borehole projects Basse constituency have benefited from?
Mr. Speaker, the ministry had provided safe and clean drinking water to the following communities within Basse constituency: Kanyube, Sabi, Sare Pirasu, Fas Bajong, Bajong Fulakunda, Cluster, Kumbija Baniko Kekoro, Sabusire, Nafugan, Nafugan Pate, Jamol, Jawandu, and Sare Magal Cluster.
Any supplementary?
Honorable Minister, but still now, most of these communities are still requesting for water.
Maybe because of the population, increase of the population, that's why they felt the supply is not adequate. But the system is being provided for all these communities in your constituency.
Honorable, no more supplementary. Yeah, okay. Anybody? Any supplementary? Sani Mentreng?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, the communities that you've just made mention about the borehole projects that they've benefited. Could you kindly tell us the donors of these projects, please? Thank you.
The what? The what? That is, he has to go and find out all those things. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Water Resources. Thank you very much for ably responding to questions posed by honorable members. Clerk, may we proceed?
Questions for all answers. Honorable Minister for the Interior.
May I now invite the Honorable Minister for Interior to take the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Interior by honorable members for oral reply. Question number 346 of 2024 by the honorable member for Serekunda West. He has asked the honorable member for Talinding to step in to ask the question on his behalf.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable inform this August Assembly when his ministry will either build or holistically carry out renovation of some police stations or posts across the country? Example, the likes of Manjai Police Station.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The provision of better infrastructure and conducive and working environment is a high priority of the leadership and management of the Gambia Police Force. However, due to budgetary constraint in 2024 budget, much needed renovation of police stations could not be done effectively, even though some are done. But in partnership with ZIC, that's the Germans, and UNDP, few police stations were built. That's the Serekunda police station and Bundung, and then renovation at Bakwoti, and then UNDP is currently finishing the one in Esau. ZIC, the GIG is also planned to build another 5 police stations like the Serekunda one in Birkama, one in Soma, one in Basse, one in Farafenye, and then the 5th one in the URR. That is a hybrid station. That's to say both a station that will do both the PIU and the general duty job.
Thank you. Wonderful information. The 5 to be built will be a welcome development. With regards to renovation, your answers is not making emphasis on renovations. Are there any plans for 2025 renovation of stations?
I was here with you and we talk about budget. So when you have a budget almost 1 million or sometimes 500,000 for renovation, what can 500,000 do to renovate even a single house or station? And you have to understand too, most of our stations are rented stations. So I can say up to 60% of them are rented. So the budget is not there for us to do a proper renovation. We only manage. Sometimes we even do it by ourselves because we are getting some funds somewhere, like the escort services. I think the last time when we came here, you see, when we were at that budget meeting, you have seen what the police said. But even though when the budget is out, we will tell you what we need the budget for. But instead, the National Assembly, instead of, because they cannot tell us where we need that money. If we said we need money in vote A, so you should not come and then remove that money from vote A and put it to in vote B, because we know what is the problem than you. So our purpose to come and then discuss with our budget is for you to augment or add that budget, but not to reallocate funds. So as far as renovation is concerned, we will just be talking, unless the National Assembly add the budget and then give us money. Even $10 million is not enough to do a proper renovation for all police stations. We are talking of up to 150 police stations, even the current ones that are owned by government. Thank you.
National Assembly is reallocation of funds. So maybe you must construe our functions. But what we do here, we're doing it the right way. But actually what we want, the question is saying holistically. We know you cannot renovate all of it, but in the budget line there is something there. What is your intention to say, okay, we are going to renovate A, B, and leave and A to Z, we cannot have money for that. But there is something, even if it's a brute, it is there. I expect you to tell me we can renovate 3 stations, the rest we cannot. But there is money for and the police has a maintenance unit. No, you don't.
You say holistically, all right? And then I told you we have limited amount of money to do renovation. We can do 1 or 2 or 3, but I will not be able to tell you which one we are going to renovate. Thank you.
Honorable Member for Woolly East. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister, your predecessor has promised me in this House to prioritize Woolly East, because Woolly East for a police station, because there is no police station in Woolly East. So, does your ministry have any plans to prioritize building a station for Woolly East, since there is no station in Woolly at all? Thank you. Can you shut up?
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Yeah. Okay. Go.
My humble self, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I'm rising on 43.4. It states that a supplementary question shall not be in order if it introduces matters not in the original question and the answers provided. Honorable Speaker, the original question was in regards to the holistic rehabilitation or renovation of police stations. The Honorable Member is being specific as to what he needs. That is a police station in Woolly East. That is not in the question or the answer provided.
The question is talking about when the ministry will either build or holistically carry out renovation of some police stations or posts across the country. And more specific, an example like the one of Mangai police station. So when he talks about Woolly East and building a police post there, is what the questioner is within the limits of the questioner. Yes, so it is your question, your Honorable Minister, you can answer his question.
Honorable Speaker, I don't think we have any plan in building a police station in Woolly. Thank you, Honorable. We will.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Since the question have talked about either building a police station, Honorable Minister, could you kindly tell us your plans with regards to building a police station in Sancheba, considering the crime rates? Thank you.
You know, you don't actually build police stations because the community wants you to build police stations. But in fact, currently we are having a problem in sustaining our existing police station. Because you don't go anywhere in the world, you have 5 police stations or 5 police posts in a 2 miles radius. Like if you go to Serekunda, Bundung, Dilate Kunda, in 1 mile or 2 mile radius, you have about almost 6 police stations. You don't have that nowhere. So we are even trying to see how best we can reduce the number of police stations and also add capacity of the personnel in a particular police station so that they can do patrols and policing.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, in your response, you do mention that you are planning to build 5 new police stations, including Basse. Honorable Minister, there was already a built police station that is not yet completed by JAOL. What plan do you have with regards to that police station?
Yeah. Pardon? In Basse, incomplete.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. That one is a donated one by JAOL. And along the line, there was problem and it was abandoned. But this specific one is built, is a donation also from the German, and they decide where to put those police stations. And then, you know, now we are changing to new model police station so that it can be in line with international standards. So, yes, some of them are hybrid, some of them are not. The one in the CAR will be hybrid, but the one in Basse is a police station just like the one in Serap. So I think discussions are ongoing with Jawel so that they can make that one the regional headquarters, but the stations will be built by the German.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, in your response, you did indicate that you normally realize funds from police escort service, and you use some of these funds to renovate police stations. How much funds are you realizing from this service escort?
Okay, Honorable Speaker, good day. Honorable Minister, you have mentioned in your response about police post and then police patrol, and then I just want to put to you that our new settlement in Yarambamba is prone to many theft cases and many other crimes. Would you please
order?
Point of order 43. A supplementary question shall not be in order if it introduces matters not included in the original question. The answer provided. The answer is about whether his ministry has any plans to do mass renovation and building of new posts.
May we hear the Honorable Member for Serekunda? Honorable, can you go ahead? You said the question is out of order because it is relating to what?
No, but as per the beginning of your question, what you said, it introduces new matters. A supplementary question, that's 43.4. A supplementary question shall not be in order if it introduces matters not included in the original question. The crime rate patrol in Yarambamba.
Your point of order is sustained. Question number 347 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Bakau.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it is high time the Gambia Police Service is equipped with towing vehicles to clear abandoned vehicles from the road for smooth flow of traffic on our highways. Could the Honorable Minister for Interior inform this August Assembly what his ministry is doing to alleviate the situation and how soon can these vehicles be obtained?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The GPF towing vehicle is no longer usable, and in partnership with private individuals, the GPF is using their towing vehicles to clear off the road abandoned and defective vehicles. Like I said earlier on, we once again solicit the support of this August body to increase our allocation to buy at least one towing vehicle, because in our current budget, there is no allocation for vehicle.
Thank you. Continue? No supplementary. Yes, Honorable Member for Sani Mentereng.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you said you seeking the support of this August Assembly for the vehicle to be provided. Was it part of the budget, the 2025 budget? Thank you.
What is your question, Honorable?
The budget.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You know, you put a global sum for vehicle, but everything we put as far as vehicle is concerned was removed because they purchased seven vehicles in advance. That's about 2 months ago. So they are paying those vehicles for 2025. So we don't have any vehicle allocation in the current budget.
P48 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Janjambure.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, there have been public outcry on allegations of missing revenues at the Gambia Ports Authority, amounting to $30 million, and the management set up an investigation team. 300 million, sorry. 300 million, and the management set up an investigation team to probe into the matter. To date, the public remains unclear to that effect. Could the Honorable Minister for Interior update this August Assembly on the state of the Office of the IGP's investigations on the above corruption scandal and share evidence of recommendations of the investigation panel, full names of the alleged persons, whereabouts of the accused, and actions taken against all accused? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The case file on this matter has been completed and sent to the Aegis Chambers for review and opinion for further action. That's all I can give on those in that case.
Honorable Minister, I think you are yet to give me full answers as per my questions in terms of the whereabouts of the accused, their full names. If you don't mind, can you kindly provide me with those evidence, please?
Case file is sent to Aegis Chambers, and when the case file is sent to Aegis Chambers, you seeking for opinion. That's not the final charges, and maybe those are not the final accused persons. You may say, okay, this accused so this, but the opinion can come differently, and then you may change. So unless that is done, I cannot give you those answers you want me to give.
Sorry. We have supplementary, Honorable Member for Busumbala.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, knowing the judiciary being an independent institution from the Gambia Police Force, don't you think it will be important to share with the August Assembly as per the outcome of the investigations from the police? I'm not.
Thank you very much. This has nothing to do with the judiciary. The case is not at the judiciary yet. The case is at the Aegis Chambers of our line of actions.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, are you aware that some of the accused persons in this particular matter have started reporting to work?
I don't know, and even if they started going to work, that is not our responsibility. That's the responsibility of the GPA management. We just have a case and then we are investigating.
Sorry. Honorable Member for Brikama South.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, can you tell us when was this file submitted to the AG chambers?
I can't give you a specific date or time, but I know the case file is submitted to chambers. So when a case file is submitted to chamber, we just do follow-ups.
Question number 349 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Fonyi Kansala.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, our communities in Fonyi, Kansala, are facing a lot of theft and burglary in the recent times. Gangs operating in Buyam and surrounding villages slaughtering goats and sheep, including breaking into shops at night. Could the Honorable Minister of Interior explain to this August Assembly what immediate steps would be taken to address and also ensure that theft and burglary will be a thing of the past in Buyam and surrounding communities?
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Crime statistics for the area shows that from August 2024 to date, there were only 2 breakings and stealing cases in Fonyi Kansala that happened at Buyam and reported at the Buyam police station. Only 2 from August to date. Yes, but we can only talk on cases that are reported. But however, rigorous security patrols, including communities along the porous borderlines in the area, and patrol have been carried out by the police and in collaboration with the GAF. But inadequate mobility, we only have one in the Fonyi area, which is the new one that we bought for Sibano that we are also using, and the patrol one that are in Bondali, that is not that very good. So still now, come to the questions. Mobility is the main concern of the police to do effective patrolling, because you can do full patrol but limited area, but with vehicular patrols you can cover a lot of areas. But that's the situation at the now. But we are doing everything possible to make sure we continue talking to the communities for community policing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister, I think the vehicle of Sibano is just of recent, and I want to put it to you for the surrounding areas in Buyam and that of, we all know Bondali, as you have said. We do report some of those cases of Bondali, as you have said, mobility challenges. I want to indulge you with your office, through the office of the IGP, to see measures possibly joined with Sibanor and that of Bondali to address this occurrence. Others are reported to the police station, but others are not. We had engaged with the chief and me to talk about the community, but security-wise, they do operation at night. So what can you immediately assist this challenge that we are facing?
That question is what he answered. The same question, just put it in a different way. You raised your concerns, and he has answered that they are on records that they have is 2, and that they are constrained by mobility.
The mobility aspects, Sibano just got a new vehicle currently. Before, there were no vehicle. It was only Bondali that had trial mobility aspects. Sibano has a full-fledged vehicle now. I am saying with his office and the office of the IG, what can they do looking at the current improvement in terms of mobilities in Sibano, to join with that of Bandali, to amicably address the issue of this community. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We will see what we can do. But one other thing also, vehicle in one aspect, the other aspect is fuel. Because if we look at our fuel allocations, vehicles are given 20 liters per day. And then if you want to take a vehicle from Sibano to cover Buyam with 20 liters per day, the vehicle cannot do it.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, as you know, to curb crime is not just limited to having vehicles, but you can have other efforts also, other collaborative efforts with the community to strengthen community policing. So what steps are you taking? What plans do you have to strengthen community policing to reduce crime in the area? Thank you.
There is very effective community policing in all the regions and in all the communities. So the police have been doing that, and then they're doing their regular patrol. But you need to understand also, when you talk of crime, opportunity has to be created for crime to be committed. And most of the crime we're talking about, because if you look at the Gambia, our crime rate is very low. Up to now, we are registering 21 breaking per week. That means we are registering 3 breaking per day. You don't have that kind of a crime anywhere in the world. Yeah, no, not only a small country. We have people. Being a small country, that's not the issue. I'm coming. The issue is we are trying our best.
He's talking, allow him to finish and then you come up. Honorable Minister, can you proceed? Honorable Minister, let me remind you, supplementary answers or supplementary 2 minutes.
Thank you very much again, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, during the budget bilateral, I realized there was a request that was sent to the Parliament for a request on augmenting your budget. In this request, does it specifically carry out, or was it mentioned about the request on vehicles? Thank you.
That has no bear. That is substantive.
Yes.
Question number 350 of 2024. What is saying, sir? Your banners, this tax now. You are just doing it. Yes, so don't say Amambang. Yes, Honorable Salimentreng. Very, very well. Honorable Member for Central Badibu.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, are you comparing Gambia population of 2.5 to a population of 10 million in terms of crime, or what do you call as Gambia's crime rate is low? How do you define it?
Population to know whether there is high crime or low crime. But if we look at around us, and even in small countries, we are not bigger than Guinea-Bissau. There are other countries that also we are not bigger than, but the crime rate in the Gambia is low. That's the fact. So nobody, because because most of the questions here is breaking. But breaking is 3 breaking per day nationwide.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, do you have any plan to improve community policing in Fonyi, if at all is there, because it's not effective, if at all it is?
I think I have answered that one already.
Yeah, I think it was the member for Woolly East. Question number 350 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Basse.
Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Interior informs this August Assembly whether is the mandate of every unit within the police service of Basse and its surrounding to be on the road and hide out Johnson's asking for compliance of motor vehicles and motorcycles documents at any given time?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. It's the duty of any police officer, when there is a need, to be wherever you want to be, if you want to do whatever you want to do as per the law. But compliance of vehicle is the duty of the traffic, the mobile traffic. But the corners you are talking about, I don't know what corners you're talking about.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister, how many official checkpoints are in Basse?
I will not be able to give you the answer on official checkpoints.
Honorable, do you have any other question?
Honorable Minister, is there any time when motorists default of compliance receipts are issued?
Is there at any time when motorists
at the checkpoints when receipts are issued? Yes.
In what? To comply with the road traffic laws? Yes, whether they are given what?
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. When that what we call spot fine, and there are receipts for any spot fine.
No, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Wait, ask for the question.
Honorable Minister, the checkpoints are the crucial junctions. I mean the checkpoints, the numerous checkpoints. Do you have a plan to reduce them on the highway? No, now let me reframe it. The numerous checkpoints in Basse, do you have a plan to use them?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. There are official checkpoints. I cannot give you all the names of this official checkpoint, but you need to understand one thing. Every station can mount your own checkpoint. So if you look at the stations along the highway, so they can all mount checkpoints. That's why you have many of them in the state.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you see, the complaint in URR is that police, not only police, but the PIU is also standing everywhere to ask for licenses, ask for other documents from not only motorists, but also from motorcyclists. So the question is whether the PIU are also mandated to be asking people about their motorcycle licenses. That is the question I want to put. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The traffic unit are mandated to do traffic compliance. But that does to say the PIU officer in uniform in the street, on the street cannot ask those things.
Honorable Member for Sabak Sanjad.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, there has been instances wherein motorists will be paying some fees without being issued those receipts. And sometimes this is causing problems. What control mechanisms did you put in place to make sure that I was referring to the same question because in Basse. Honorable Speaker, the minister said normally whenever there are spot findings and spot checkpoints, and whenever motorists are caught, not complying with the traffic laws, when they pay something, receipts are normally issued to them. So
receipts are issued for spot fines. You are found wanting and you are fined, and then you pay and a receipt is issued to you. What is your question?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Once those fines are paid, I want to know what control mechanisms did the ministry put in place to make sure that those fines that are paid to the GLF. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Like every receiving end, when you issue a receipt, money is paid. There are auditors that audit those books. Once they receive it monthly or weekly, they send the money to the central revenue.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Since this traffic control is misconstrued by many Gambians, so would your ministry venture into traffic management to better regulate the traffic? Thank you very much.
You said since this traffic control is a problem?
Yes, traffic control. Since it is a problem, it's misconstrued by many Gambians to the degree that people will accuse police of corruption. So now, would his ministry endeavor to traffic management instead?
Traffic control and traffic management are different. Huh? Can you explain to him what you mean by traffic management?
Thank you. In traffic management, you will have a station that will monitor the traffic. And in the event there are some traffic violations, so they will act. In that sense, if you are given a sport fine, easily pay through the traffic management unit. Police officers have undergone that training, traffic management.
Traffic control is different.
Traffic control is the use of checkpoints. For example, here now in Serekunda, you can install CCTV cameras in some areas where it is very busy that crimes happens there. So there will be an office at Serekunda police station that will be monitoring, and I understand that it was also started during the IGP Sonko's time. You go to the Inspector General's office, you will find those cameras there. So why not you venture into that endeavor to manage the traffic offenses?
Minister, a response relating to Basse. I mean, you related to Basse, but I don't know why you brought in Serekunda.
That was an example.
Honorable Minister, please.
Thank you very much. What you are talking about, you're talking about a traffic management system. Do we have the budget? No, we don't.
Honorable Member for Janjambure.
I think from your response, it has been imagined that you are constrained with resources. Looking at the member for Basse, looking at his question as per the challenges commuters are facing, more especially with motorists also, and also giving you revenue in terms of your spot finding. Are you plowing back these resources to the community in terms of sensitizing them about traffic routes? Thank you.
Currently, all those money collected are sent to the central government. Nothing is given back to the police. That's why we are, like you saying, we're working on a system, the traffic management system, whereby we'll have ticketing, electronic ticketing, and then some of the money will be given to the police, some of it will be given to the police too to do the phase 2, because we want to do it in piecemeal. But as far as now, we don't have the money even for sensitization, so no. But the issue of Basse, the command is working on it.
24 by the Honorable Member for Basse.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Considering the high crime rate of murder and daylight burglary cases in Basse and its surrounding communities, could the Honorable Minister for Interior informs this August Assembly about plans or strategies they have in order to tackle these criminals?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The only plan is community sensitization and community policing and then patrol. It comes down back to challenges we face, vehicle and fuel constraint. But there is plan for a deployment to increase the numbers of police officers in the URR area. I think that will help the reduce crime rate in the URR. But the murder case you are talking about, most of these murder cases happen in compound between brothers, relatives, girlfriend, boyfriend, mother and son. There is a little the police can do. What is important, what we do after the occurrence of those crimes. Thank you.
Supplementary.
Honorable Minister, are you aware of there are certain areas within Basse, even daybreak, you dare not to smell a woman, you dare not to hold your phone whilst working.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm not aware, but it's very possible, because even in the Comos, there are certain areas you cannot do that.
Honorable Minister, in relation to the burglar cases, it is happening daybreak, even the Kobakunda Primary School, the equipments which are there are being break, because at times some of these securities, I think it's better you have that coordination within the army and others, because it is affecting. Right now, all the equipment in Kobakunda School is being looted and nothing is there. It's affecting the education. So and it is an urgent need. My question is, how soon will they tackle this criminal? Because it's affecting Kobakunda right now. Because the school, the equipment which we have in the lab, everything was stolen during daybreak. So how soon about that issue to address this criminal? How soon?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I don't seem to understand your question, because Kobakunda School is a school, right? Currently working, right? Existing, right? School is going on. There is a watchman. People are there. That's why I said crime, when the opportunity is created, crime is committed. There is a watchman. What is the watchman doing? You don't expect the police to guard all the schools we have in the Gambia.
Any supplementary?
Member for Sabak Sanjal.
Yeah, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister, since there is possibility that there are some areas in Basse wherein people will feel like not even to walk through during the day because of certain threats that they may be faced with, are you ready to maybe work with the honorable member to make sure you identify those places and then possibly find ways of sending some patrol teams during this daybreak? Thank you.
Yes, noted. Thank you.
Honorable Member for Janjambure.
Honorable Minister, in your response, you said not just Basse, but even in Serekunda, there are areas that you cannot walk holding a phone in your hand. Is that not clear evidence that crime rate is at the increase? And what is your ministry ready to do about that?
Thank you very much. That's not an indication. It's an indication, yes, crime is happening, but that doesn't mean that the crime rate is high. But that is everywhere. You have no-go areas in every cities or areas where you have no-go sitting there. Like where I live in Old Yundum, you have a corner where after 6 or 8 o'clock you can go there. And we are doing the patrol time to time, yes.
Is it? Number 455 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Jeswang.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, recently a young girl in my constituency tragically lost her life due to illicit drug abuse. Could the Honorable Minister for Interior update this August Assembly on his ministry efforts with regards to drug control in this country,
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. First of all, let me take this opportunity to extend our sincere condolences to the bereaved family. A human life is a human life. Therefore, the loss of a human life, especially a young person, is always regrettable. We pray that Allah the Almighty give her shortcomings and grant her Jannatul Firdausi. However, Direk have registered giant strides in the crusade against drug. Arrests are made, some convictions secured, and orders are pending in court. In addition, what they call supply suppression regimes, which Direk is doing at radio stations, Star FM, GRTS, Radio Islamic Al-Falak Radio, and other radios across the country. So that's what we are doing, and also patrols are ongoing.
Honorable Minister, thank you very much. Honorable Minister, what plans do we have to increase the patrol within the Maida catchment area? Because the way things are going there is getting out of hand. What plans have you to increase the patrol within that catchment area in Joshua?
I think we will talk to the respective command, not only the drone squad, but other command in the security sector to see how best we can increase the patrols around those areas.
Thank you.
Honorable Member for Central Badibu.
Thank you so much. Minister, he made mention of illicit drug, and later at the end of the question he said drug. Is your ministry in position to try to classify these drugs into hard drugs and other drugs? And at the same time, do you have a plan to see how to classify cannabis, since it has been medicinal proven that it's good for some people, not to be a hard drug? Science has proven it.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Noted.
Honorable, have you answered the question? Honorable nominated member Fatou K. Jawara.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, increasing the patrol is one step, but do you have any plan to have a strong collaboration with sister forces in the border to the issue of drug entering into the country?
Yes, sometimes we have joint patrol with not only with the GAF but also with ECOWAS forces.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister for Interior, for ably responding to Honorable Members' questions. Clerk, may we proceed?
Questions for all answers. Honorable Minister for Health.
Honorable members, may I now invite the Honorable Minister for Health to take the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Health by Honorable members for oral reply. Question number Question number 262 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Banjul North.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, understanding that there is no health without mental health, could the Honorable Minister for Health update this August Assembly on the status of introducing the mental health bill to the Parliament for consideration.
Speaker and Honorable National Assembly members, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the draft mental health bill was submitted to Cabinet Office for subsequent discussions. However, it has been realized that there are gaps in consultations during the development process. This, coupled with the new trends in mental health care worldwide and the emergence of more stakeholders, warrants a final stakeholder consultation to incorporate the views and ideas. This will be done soon in preparation for the introduction of the bill to the National Assembly next year. Thank you.
Question number who? Yes, for Central Badibu.
You realize there is a gap in the consultation. Are you willing to engage? Which stakeholders do you want to engage? Which stakeholders? My question is, which stakeholders do he wants to engage?
To put a question. (263) of 2024, Honorable Member for Upper Nyomi. He is withdrawing. That the Honorable Member is not around, but he has informed Table Office that he is withdrawing the question. Honorable members, I have said it earlier that except that you are in here or you are granted permission to be absent, I will not grant somebody who is not here for somebody else to ask his question when he is absent without permission. The standing orders categorically said that the Speaker must grant that before the putting of the question. So members who are absent without permission and they are asking others to read their questions without informing me, without permission, I will not grant it. Pardon? No, I'm not making it. This is the law. I'm just applying the law. I am not, yeah, if I were before, I should continue to be flexible. You know, what I'm saying is, in fact, I will not have, we will have suspended the assembly or adjourned it because of certain things happening. I don't want to go into details. But what I'm saying is, members, we must try to comply with the standing orders. Now, I can give chances, but where there is understanding. But where it is, people are just continuing. Every day we will talk, people are doing things and taking things for granted. We cannot continue that way. We cannot continue that way. And therefore, if you are absent with permission and you ask that somebody read your question, I will grant it. I can grant it. But if you are absent without permission, and you want members to listen to your question in your absence without permission, I will not grant it. Honorable, I'm just being told by table office that the honorable member for Jara West is asking another member to read the question. I am not aware, and I have not. He is absent without permission, so I will not grant it. Question number 265 of 2024 by the honorable member for Janjambure.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly how many ambulances were donated or purchased during the peak of the COVID-19? How many are roadworthy stationed, and if possible, give the Honorable Assembly a situational report on their general conditions? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. During the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the government of the Gambia, through the World Bank, procured 10 fully equipped ambulances to mitigate the impact of COVID-19. As we speak, all 10 are roadworthy. 7 ambulances are being used, while the remaining 3 are undergoing servicing.
You are fine. Yeah, okay. Question. Yeah, I said, Honorable, immediately the minister answers and you have supplementary, just rise and ask your supplementary. Don't wait for me.
It's not audible. Okay, Honorable Minister, you said all 10 are roadworthy and 3 are under service. The 7 that are on the road, which specific health facility are they?
That will be substantive. That is, go and research for information. The ambulances are distributed. No. You see, a substantive question is, you cannot, not only relate it, but you need research to answer it.
Honorable Speaker, I think I will refer you back to the parent question itself, because I asked for a situational report, and from his response, he didn't give me a detailed report to give me an idea where those ambulances are stationed. So as such, I have to probe.
And now we are told that all the ambulances, these are the number, these are the ambulances, they are all working, 7 are working, 3 are going on the service. This one. You now want to ask, where are those ambulances? Where are they?
Honorable Speaker, he is the presiding officer of the Ministry of Health, so I believe. Okay, I still have another one to ask, Honorable Speaker. Thank you. Thank you. Honorable Minister, in your response, you said just with the COVID-19 ambulances, there are 10 available. Why are communities still struggling to have an ambulance service? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Actually, when it comes to ambulance services in the Gambia, we are at a position that we've never been at in the history of this country. In the past 2-3 years, we've gotten over 100 additional ambulances into this country. I'm sure some honorable members will remember when we came here to discuss the issue of the community ambulances, the government procured 80 additional ambulances. That is apart from the COVID ambulances. So I think it's a big plus. Comparing to what was in existence, we had just about 60 ambulances for the whole of Gambia, and we brought in additional close to 100. So that's phenomenal. So the gaps are still there. We want it to be better, and I think we'll continue improving on that. We got, as I speak to you, there are 12 ambulances that are donated. They are already here. 4 were donated by the Chinese government for the facilities that they constructed here, which are undergoing renovation as I speak to you. And when the renovation work is completed, they'll be distributed. 8 were donated by some other people, and their roadworthiness is being assessed for subsequent distribution. And we are expecting another 10 from WAHO. So a lot is happening. As a country, we will very soon start, inshallah, a national ambulance service. And the German government is helping us to put up an ambulance command center where we will have facilities to monitor all these ambulances using GPS mechanisms. And that will happen in 2025, inshallah. So a lot is being done. Yeah.
Honorable Minister, the ambulances that are not motorable now, how soon will they be roadworthy?
You mean the 3 of the COVID ambulances? So that typically depends on the speed at which the riders for help is able to deal with them. But sometimes they outsource the servicing of some of these vehicles. So we put in pressure on them to expedite the process, so those will also go back to service. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I refer you to the parent question where the questioner, that is the member for Janjambure, mentioned how many roadworthy stations. That station, I believe it is about where the minister mentioned that the 10 ambulances, where those 10 ambulances are stationed. If that is the case, can the Honorable Minister tell us where the 10 ambulances are stationed?
Honorable Speaker, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Honorable, you are referring to the principal question, isn't it? And you are saying how many are roadworthy? Have you seen it? Then you have comma, then you have stationed, then you have, and if possible, give the Honorable Assembly a situational report on their general conditions. That word stationed, you believe it means where they are. Yeah, I will not deny your interpretation. That is different from how I interpreted it. Stationed. No, that's not the question. No, your question should be explicit. We should not ask you what you mean. Your Honorable, can you reframe your question, because we are not going back to that one.
Inform this August Assembly where the 10 ambulances that are roadworthy, where they are stationed. The 10 ambulances that he mentioned, where are they stationed?
Posed by the honorable member for Janjambure. That was exactly the same question.
The minister gave us answer to the question.
No, it was.
Can you? Yes.
Janjambure. That was put away is the same question you are putting.
Minister, the minister only mentioned of the ambulances that are roadworthy, but where they are stationed, he silenced on that. No. Yes.
Answered his question by saying the number of ambulances. Number 10. Out of these 10, they are all roadworthy, he said. But out of these, 7 are currently working. The other 3 are going for under servicing. That's what the honorable minister gave.
Question are station.
Station.
He's saying which station are they?
Sabas Anja, Central Parliament.
Honorable member for Jeswang.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, are these 10 ambulance part of the contract that you signed with Riders for Health? Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister, are these 10 ambulances included in the contract that you signed with Riders for Health?
Are they included in the contract? A contract signing. I don't understand that.
Responding. He's responding. The minister is responding. Nobody was about to respond. So you want to understand? Honorable Speaker, he made mention of 10 ambulances. I'm asking him, currently they have already signed a contract with Riders for Health. Are those 10 ambulances included in that contract?
Talking about what contract? Is it contract for servicing of vehicles? Contract to buy new vehicles? What type of contract are you talking about?
For managing those ambulances.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, yes, the 10 ambulances are part of the Riders contract, just like all the other ambulances of the Ministry of Health. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, you made mention that during the peak of the COVID-19, you procured 10 ambulances to respond to COVID. Were those 10 ambulances, particularly those 7 that are working, were they just stationed at one particular health center, or were they distributed amongst health centers?
Number 266 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Talinding Kunyang.
Honorable Speaker, Order 38J. A question fully answered shall not be asked again during the same session. On that, Honorable Speaker, I want to put to you, this question asked by Honorable Member for Janjambure was not fully answered by the Honorable Minister. On that basis, that's why we are asking for the Honorable Minister to fully answer the question.
Relevance of the standing order you quoted. This one is talking about admissibility of questions. Now, you are talking about 38 what? 38 what? J. 38J. It says, every question shall conform to the following rules. And there reads, a question fully answered shall not be asked again during the same session. A question fully answered, you cannot come and ask that again. That's what this one is saying. This one is not saying that you make determination whether the question was answered fully or not, and now you are coming. That has no bearing. It has no relevance to this one. So, Honorable, it has no relevance onto this one. And
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the point of order, please. Honorable Speaker, I'm rising on order 43-1. Sabasanja. 43-1. It says supplementary questions may be put for the purpose of elucidating an oral answer. And I have asked a question, but the minister was not given the chance to answer. Neither was the speaker giving any ruling to say whether my question was ruled out or not. For the records.
The question that should come from you should be for the purpose of elucidating on the oral answer given by the minister. This is what I'm saying. That's what you are quoting. That has no relevance on what you are saying. Now, what are you saying? I either make a ruling or not, because you said something, I think we have passed that stage. Come up.
Sorry, I may be delayed. Sometimes it is caused by the mic, Honorable Speaker. Because the minister was giving responses. And based on that response, I asked a supplementary question. You did not say anything, so I don't know whether it is ruled out or not. Yeah. In your response, Honorable Minister, you said during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, government procured 10 ambulances. Now, my question is, were those ambulances stationed at a particular hospital, or were they distributed amongst hospitals in the country?
Now, you may be Maradona in dribbling, but you will find at the goalpost somebody who is also an excellent goalkeeper. You are putting it in a different way, asking about the position and stationing of the vehicles. That I ruled out, and I will not take it again. Can we? That is what this is. Yeah. Okay. Yes, honorable member for.
Honorable Speaker, I want to rise on point 36.7, and it reads, a question must be answered as clearly, as fully as possible. Honorable Speaker, looking at the question asked, station is clearly stated, and it's important that we hear from the minister as per where these ambulances are stationed.
To determine that, come and sit where I am. Question number 267 of 2024 by the Honorable Member, question number 266 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Talending Kunja.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in a media release, the Fatuba Borough Foundation, FAB, claimed donating medical items to the Central Medical Store, which were allegedly a donation for the Ministry of Health. Could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly the list of all the items received by the Ministry from this container? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Health received donation of medical items from the Fatuba Borough Foundation, FAB. The medical items received are listed below. I could go over the list and give the quantities. There is additional information. Probably we might skip that. Honorable Speaker, if that is okay.
Him to go over the whole list. Yeah, the list is, yeah, he has the list. Do you need any further explanation looking at the list? Yes? Okay. You don't have the list. All right, Honorable Minister. Honorable, can you submit, let us submit a list of the items. Are you here? Yeah. Honorable Minister, you provide the clerk with the list of all the items listed as soon as possible.
Your mic.
The clerk could help us with them. Yeah.
No, he said it's submitted. I don't know. Submitted, I don't know.
Clerk, take note. Yeah. Do you have anything to say on that, Honorable? That's your... Honorable Member, you can ask any question you want to ask.
You have additional information with regards to the list.
Honorable Minister, you have additional information on the besides the list?
If you look at the list, it has various columns. The item, description, the quantity, and so on. The batch number, expiry date, and so on. So that's the additional information I was saying. We could skip those here for the purpose of this gathering and just mention the items and the quantities. So that's what I was talking about. Yeah. No, it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Actually, it's all here. Yeah.
Honorable Member for Janjambure.
Seriously, we need to work on our mics. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, I can vividly recall asking a question related to this specific question, and your response where you have no idea about this specific items that were donated by FAB Foundation. I want to confirm, is it true that your ministry has received items from FAB Foundation for further distribution? Thank you.
My friend, the honorable member just asked that question, and the honorable minister replied. And that the answer is here with here. And you want to say, please, Central Badibu, don't make comments when you are seated there. Please. Honorable, your question is ruled out.
This was a question I asked, a parliamentary question. Yes. Yes. I want to confirm on records. No.
Question number 267 of 2024 by the honorable member for Banjul Central. Your name to be tagged. Please. No. I will not continue to entertain that. Please. You can take the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable...
It's me, it's not you. It's Badibu.
Oh, sorry.
No, Badibu is on.
Okay.
Honorable Minister, providing the list and confirming to us whether donation was done is a different thing. I also want to ask whether you receive any items from FAB, yes or no?
Please. You don't talk to Swaibu. You are worse than Swaibu. Honorable member for Talindin's question is, Honorable Speaker, in a media release, the Fatuba Barrow Foundation claimed donating medical items to the CMT. A donation for the Ministry of Health. Yes. And then could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this Assembly the list of all the items received by the Ministry from this container? You are asking to confirm whether Fatuba Barrow has given to the Ministry. No, the question is answered. Is answered. You are asking the same question. Honorable member for Banjul Central.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health furnish this August Assembly on the current status of the ongoing works at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital project, and Demman being the current alternative? What measures are being taken to decongest the facility?
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, I wish to beg for your indulgence to comment on the comment of the member for Janjanbureh. I never said I was not aware. It was a different question he put with regards to payment for those. And we said we did not receive any payments. Yes, sir. Okay, all right, thank you. Yes.
Can't you sit on your table and be quiet like honorable members? Do you know that we have this thing guiding us? Then you go and collapse. Then you are not. Please try to encourage self-discipline. Otherwise, we will collapse here, and we may not have any medicines or doctors around, because we are to be governed by this. Honorable, pardon? You don't even have a standing order. No, you don't even have one. You see? Honorable, you are right. Honorable member, he has asked his question, isn't he? Banjul. Yes, Honorable Minister, please, can you continue with the answer?
Honorable Speaker, the renovation at EFSTH is going on in phases. The first phase of the A&E is completed. The second phase is 90% complete. The plan is to move the A&E at Ndeban to Banjul in the next 3 weeks. This will help to decongest the Ndeban Center. Honorable Speaker, this answer was submitted a while ago, but as we speak, the A&E has been reopened. 2 weeks ago it was reopened and is functional in Banjul now. Thank you.
Honorable member for Banjul, any? No supplementary? Yeah, any? Question number 352 of 2024. These are questions for this December month. The previous questions were for September. 352 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Serekunda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health update this August Assembly on the implementation of the National Health Insurance Scheme?
Honorable Speaker, as part of the implementation of the NHIS, the Ministry of Health, with support from the World Bank, developed an NHIS benefits package. This package defines the services and interventions members of the scheme will receive when they visit the NHIS contracted facilities. Following this development, the NHIA implemented a pilot of the NHIS at Bundung Maternal and Child Health Facility in July 2023, targeting women admitted for delivery, newborn care, and limited postpartum period not exceeding 10 days. The limited coverage is attributed to the limited funding to implement the entire benefits package. In April 2024, the NHIS was rolled out to additional 12 public facilities, including all hospitals except the Sheikh Zayed Regional Eye Care Center. The district hospitals are also included, and some major and minor health centers in all 7 health regions. The rollout targeted the same population, that's women admitted for delivery, newborn care, and limited postpartum period, based on lessons learned during the pilot. Currently, over 5,000 members are enrolled in the pilot. The NHIA is currently preparing to roll out to the remaining public health facilities, maintaining the same benefits package until more resources are available to expand the package to cover other service areas, such as routine antenatal care, under 5 years services, and eventually general medical services for the rest of the population. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Does the full implementation of this NHS depends on donor partners or the GLF?
GLF has been supporting the operations of the National Health Insurance Authority. But for the benefits package, for the reimbursements and so on, the support has mainly come from, or has been coming from, the World Bank. The pilot phase and even the subsequent roll out to the 12 facilities. However, I must say, fortunately, in the 2025 budget, an amount has been put aside for the implementation further of the scheme. So we hope that continues, continues to increase so that the whole population can be covered. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Since this was a campaign promise and many Gambians are waiting for this National Health Insurance Scheme, so is there a timeline as to when this project will be fully implemented?
Thank you very much. Yes, it is a policy of the government to ensure that the people get insured in our efforts to get universal health coverage for the people of this country, and to ensure that catastrophic health expenditure, that's out-of-pocket expenditure on individuals in the community, is abolished. However, it is resource intensive. We need more resources. So for the success, it takes partnership within government, the assembly, and other partners, so that the scheme is well funded. When the scheme is well funded, it will be very good for everyone in this country. So we encourage you to continue supporting the scheme by way of allocating more funds. Thank you.
Honorable Member for Latrikunda Sabiji.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, Gambia is the only country throughout the world implementing a national health service scheme where the government will be providing 100% of such scheme after the donors phase out. Can you tell this National Assembly the adequate funding mechanism put in place in case the World Bank phase out? Because we cannot retain the World Bank for the rest of this project. What is the plan after the phase out?
Thank you very much. I don't have the Health Insurance Act with me here, but there are various sources of funding. The funds are supposed to come from contributions. So individuals that are able to will have to contribute. Various stakeholders will have to contribute, and various portions of revenue have been earmarked. If you remember, the bill came here and the act was passed by the Assembly with regards to various aspects. Now, some of the areas of funding were found not to be implementable, and the recommendation was to review the act, and we are in that process. So it will come back to you very soon, inshallah, so that you look at those ways of funding for the National Health Insurance Scheme. But part of that is individuals contributing premium, people who are working. There are people who will be totally exempted, the indigent, the people who are below 5, and so on and so forth. So there is an exemption list of people who will not be contributing, but they will also be benefiting. Thank you.
Response is maximum. Honorable Member for Central Badibu.
Do you think health insurance is your priority by looking at your budget, what you have submitted to National Assembly? Gambians are suffering, and many of us are buying medicine from pharmacy. I think the piloting period should come to an end and let the full implementation kick off. And the budget, what I saw in the budget, is limited to carry out these functions, to be honest. So I'm doubt whether it's your priority as a ministry.
You think you are asking? It's not him. You are asking his portfolio. So don't make those assumptive statements as a question. You should know better. Don't talk about what the person thinks. You don't know how to say it. Honorable member for Old Yundum and the Deputy Majority Leader, I think you liaise with Honorable Minority Leader so that you try to get the Honorable member for Central Badibu to get the standing order and read it. No, I am delegating them. Minority is your immediate boss. No, he's your immediate boss. Honorable Minister, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yes, the health insurance is our priority. Universal health coverage is very high on the agenda of government to ensure that every Gambian or anyone who lives in the Gambia receives optimal health care. Of course, health care is very expensive, and the human body is the same, whether it's Gambia or anywhere else. And the resources allocated for the health sector are grossly inadequate. But of course, we are a low-income country. It's understandable. So what was put forward in the budget is not what was initially requested for, but because of the budget ceilings, that's why what you saw for the health insurance scheme is what it is. It's because government looked at the amount of income expected, the revenue. So it is based on that. But we wish we had everything at our disposal, and healthcare in this country would be better than some developed countries, because the people are working very hard with limited resources. But government, health expenditure, we all agree, has increased with collaboration between government and the assembly, and we thank you all for that. But still, we need to work towards increasing it further. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, we are talking about national health insurance here. And then from your submission, we understand that the World Bank is supporting the pilot phase. And of course, this year, there is a budget allocation of 50 million for the scheme. I understand also through the Act, there are some sources of funds which are not forthcoming, and there is a proposal for amendment. I just want to ask, how soon will this come so that we realize some of these things? Thank you. The proposed amendment for sources of funds for the scheme, especially insurance levy.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We're hoping by your next session, it will be before you. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, the health insurance, is it covering permanent illnesses and overseas treatment and air tickets? The health insurance, is it covering permanent illnesses?
The health insurance scheme, there's what we call a benefits package. That is it's a very long list of diseases that will be covered. Yes, the question, who takes care of the people that it doesn't cover? I think government will still continue to support. Overseas treatment is not catered for in it, but the modalities of supporting people for overseas treatment probably will still continue. But I think our best bet is to build this, to strengthen the health sector, that we don't even have to refer people for overseas treatment. And we are in that line. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, as you are aware, there are some MDAs that are using private hospital or clinics for their health insurance. What are your plans when this scheme kicks off with those MDAs?
Right. Every Gambian will have to be part of the National Health Insurance Scheme. So the private health insurance schemes will be adjuncts, additional probably to cover for other things. But every Gambian, because if a Gambian goes to a public facility after an accident, for example, he'll be seen at a public facility, and the insurance would benefit him in that case. So every Gambian and anyone living in Gambia will have to be a part of the National Health Insurance Scheme. Private facilities also will participate in the National Health Insurance Scheme, and they will provide services, and they'll be reimbursed by the National Health Insurance Authority. So if individuals decide to take their card to a private facility, they will also be seen, and they will also claim to the National Health Insurance Authority, and their claims will be reimbursed. So that will broaden the number of health facilities that people can decide to go to. And it will also encourage competition for quality services between both public and private, because the public will also have to embrace to ensure that their services are at high level, so people can also come to them, just as they could also go to private health facilities. This is the strategy. Thank you.
53 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Serekunda.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly whether his ministry is aware of the blockade caused by market vendors preventing people to access the Serekunda Health Center?
Honorable Speaker, the Minister of Health is aware of the unfortunate blockage caused by the market vendors at the Serekunda Health Center. This not only prevents people getting easy access, but also impedes access to the ambulances. We have made several engagements with the KMC to resolve the situation, but the matter is still unresolved because the vendors keep on coming back anytime they are asked to leave. We will continue to work for solutions. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Since you have tried to work with the KMC and it doesn't yield any result, so is it not prudent to engage the paramilitary so that they can be stationed there for people to have access to health care?
Thank you very much. We will look at various amicable solutions. We continue to engage to see what the possibilities are, probably relocating them with the council, and we were at some point thinking of having barriers so that the barriers clear where no one can really do anything, like a corridor, so that vehicles are able to ply through that. And of course, as you just suggested, someone has to be there to deter people from even removing those barriers. So we'll also start thinking of that to see how to resolve the problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And Honorable Speaker, those roads are established roads for motor vehicles to ply, and these vehicle owners are paying their road taxes, and councils are collecting illicit funds because those places are not meant for selling or whatever. So now, and there are many people, especially pregnant women, who have died on that street trying to have access to the health facility. So is it not important to use the paramilitary, as I said, as an immediate action? No, but I'm re-emphasizing on that because many lives have been lost. So, but then can I rephrase my question now? Yeah. So, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Minister. So how soon what? What?
Already. Pardon?
I ask? No, I'm rephrasing. Hmm? I'm just craving for your indulgence since lives has been lost there. So I just want a permanent solution to save more lives.
Please, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Minister. How soon would your ministry engage the relevant authorities to facilitate the decongestion of that street?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The engagements have been on. We look for further strategies to deal with the problem as a matter of urgency. So we will because it's partnership, so it's difficult to say how soon when you have different players. But we will continue. We are very committed to that because, as you are saying, it's a real problem for the ambulances and moving in and out, and even for the staff sometimes. So we'll continue. We'll endeavor to resolve the problem. But it's difficult to say exactly how soon. Thank you.
Honorable Member for Sani Mentoring.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, when you've made mention about the consultation method with KMC with regards to access to the facility, when was the last consultation method that you had with KMC? Thank you.
I don't remember specifically. Well, I was not even told specifically, but I could find out from the regional directorate and let you know. But we instructed that the consultations continue. And if they are not making headway, then it will have to be escalated. Yeah, thank you.
By the Honorable Member for Sami.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I've been assigned.
Against that.
Minority leader. He called you to confirm yesterday. He called you. He could not get you. He called minority leader to inform you.
Go back to the standing order that you don't possess. Yeah, look at it. Don't challenge me if you don't know and you don't read. No, you don't. I am giving you something that the standing, you said no. It's either the standing order is saying either majority or minority leader. That one was a privileged position I took for certain things of these things that can be made. I said, if you don't get me, you can get that. But for this one, I have said, listen very well. If you want your question to be asked and to be asked on your behalf, two things. You must be absent with permission. And you notify me. But if you are absent without permission, we will not allow your question to be asked by somebody. I don't know whether you get me. You don't come to parliament. You have no permission for not coming to parliament. People who are here in parliament, left all what they are doing, you want them to listen to your question who is not here to be done by somebody else. Yes, please.
Couldn't get him. Did he call you? He confirmed to me. I said, because he's making a ruling. If that is the case, you need to defend it. So, but if you rule, he's safe with you.
What I'm saying is, I have heard you well. Probably you don't hear me. This one does not imply the majority or minority. Now, what I want to establish, to be honest with you, is if you don't have time to come to assembly without permission, we will not have time to listen to your question. That's what I have tried to establish. If you have some genuine cause, you are permitted to go, you can ask somebody, and he will read it on your behalf. But people just sit at home, and then without permission, without anything, and you want us to do your job for you. We are not going to tolerate that. I am not sure of this honorable member for Sami. But hardly you call me, you don't get me, and I don't call back. Communication to Seni, I have strictly advised Seni that communication to you does not qualify you to do anything. And he told me that if he is called, he will ask you to talk to the speaker or text him or do that. He told me that. So people cannot find the issue where I have talked to Seni or I have communicated in the WhatsApp group. I have put it there because that's what some people say. You've put it in the WhatsApp group. So all what I want to protect is that take the assembly seriously and we will take you seriously. If you have business you cannot come, take permission and we will grant it. But don't sit away without permission and you want us to listen to your question or your deeds. That will not be acceptable. Okay. Honorable member for Sami, you can ask the question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, Karantaba Health Center in Sami district lack funds in their wards, and there is as well shortage of water. Could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly if the ministry is aware of this, and if so, what plans are in place to address the situation?
Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Health was not aware of this situation, but upon receipt of this question, we have instructed the Regional Director of Health Services to do an assessment of the health center and provide a report for necessary action. Thank you.
Okay. Question number 355 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Lower Nyomi.
Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Minister for Health has stated here a couple of months ago that some ambulances were ordered. Could the Honorable Minister confirm to this August Assembly if these ambulances are here and whether First Community Clinic and Tuba Angale Community Ambulance would be supplied?
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, I did mention that we secured funding from the African Development Bank, AFDB, through the West African Health Organization, WAHO, to procure 10 ambulances. The procurement process is on, but I must say that the procurement process is slow, but we have engaged the Director General of WAHO to expedite the process. As to whether First Community Clinic and Tuba Angale Community would benefit, depend on the reassessment of the general need and the available number. Honorable Speaker, I however want to remind the Honorable Member of Lower Nyomi that Tuba Angale was provided with a new community ambulance, but was seriously damaged in an accident due to reckless driving. We have engaged Riders for Health, RFH, to assess if it can be repaired. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. No further question.
By the Honorable Member for Foni Bondali.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable
Minister for Health inform this August Assembly when shall the construction of Bulengat Health Center commence?
Speaker, the consultancy work, including the designs, tendering, and the supervision of 8 health posts, including Bulengat, has been awarded to GAMWorks. They have finalized the design and the bill of quantities and submitted it to the bank, that's Badia, for a no objection. Once a no objection is given, they will start the tendering process for construction to commence. We envisage construction work will start in January 2025, inshallah.
No supplementary. Question number 357 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Sandu.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. Could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly whether his ministry have any immediate plans to expand Diabugu Health Facility and also help equip the following village initiative clinics in Dasilame, Kuonkuba, Saregubu, Changali Lankadi, Naude, and Nyankui? Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Health is reviewing with a view of expansion of health facilities across the country, including Diabugu Health Center, as well as augmenting the staff complement in a bid to improving service delivery. We will continue to support village initiated clinics with equipment. Inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you. No further question.
Question number 358 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Bundungakunda.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, based on the yearly performance review of the Bundu Maternal and Child Hospital, could the Honorable Minister for Health inform this August Assembly if his ministry has any plans to expand the maternity ward, looking at the number of deliveries received per day?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform the Honorable Member of Bundungakunda constituency that the Ministry of Health is aware of the high demand at the BMCHH in terms of number of deliveries per day. Knowing these facts, we have put up additional 8 private rooms and 2 standard delivery rooms to meet the demand. In addition, with the help from partners, we have constructed new standard labor wards at Serekunda Health Center and Fajikunda Major Health Center in order to reduce the load on BMCHH. Renovation of the Brufut Health Center is in progress and the maternity block will have standard delivery rooms. They are geared to improving maternal and newborn care throughout the country. However, if funds become available, we intend to put another floor on the main building in the Bundu Maternal and Child Hospital to increase admission space. Thank you.
Question number 456 of 2024 by the Honorable Member for Joshua.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm withdrawing my question because it was the same question that Honorable Member for Banjul asked. I'm withdrawing the question.
Honorable members, let me on your behalf thank the Honorable Minister for Health for ably responding to your various questions. Honorable Minister, thank you very much with your technical background. And let me thank honorable members also, those who posed questions, supplementary questions, and those who listened because their fears were allayed by some of the questions answered. Honorable members, I now put the question. Be it resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Friday, 13th July 2024. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. This Assembly now stands adjourned until Friday, 13th July 2024 at 10 a.m. prompt. The Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Affairs.